Let's fix a few things here and then we'll get started. Oh, I guess it did it right. Okay, well, welcome everybody. It's good to see you here. How's everybody doing? Hi, Bethapoo. Hi, Tony. Hi, everyone. Welcome. So I'm just going to go just a few minutes. I'm going to get a glass of water and I'll be right back. And then you can look at the flowers. Come on, driver. Okay. Hello. I know. So aren't these flowers in the back? This is my daughter's bedroom, but I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to fix them because they're falling apart. Right there, I gotta get the hot glue gun out and try and find them. So today I'm in my daughter's room. She is gone at camp. I'm gonna go. It's been a long time since I've seen her and my boys, so I'm kind of going through kid withdrawal. So if anybody wants to have dinner with me, wants to like go hang out or do something, now is the time to ask me because there will be no time in about a week. Hi, Alicia. How you doing? So I have big news. Are you ready for some big news? Give me a B. Give me an I. Give me a G. Big news. I will have an office. I will have office space starting September 1st. What do you think about that, Riley? Pretty cool, huh? I don't think I can bring my dog. No, they're really pretty flowers, aren't they, Lisa? But I will be able to use this as a springboard to start doing a whole bunch of other stuff because guess what? There is a conference room right next to my office. I don't have to share my office with anybody. I don't have to share it. I have 24/7 access, which is cool. And it's right by the expressways and it's free parking. So you don't have to go downtown. I was looking at downtown offices that were upstairs and around the corner, then upstairs again and around that other corner for the same price for like 3 days. So now I get everything, which means a couple of things could be changing. So I just want to kind of keep this in your forefront. One, I might actually end up doing Mediumship Mondays there. It's not that far away from where I live, where like my kids live, and my kids live because they live here with me. So I'm not too far away from that. But it also means that I could be kicking off a spirit circle that meets every week. So I may do a spirit circle right before Mediumship Monday, or do Mediumship Monday and then a spirit circle and have people come, and you come to my space. So what will end up happening as things progress, and this is a springboard because doesn't it feel awesome? Like, think about that. Janny has an office. Now I just have to like furnish it, which is a whole nother thing, and furnish it on a budget. And my sister is double bonus. I know, free parking. Yeah, because then at the end, I don't have to pay for parking. I don't have to validate your stamps, so that's good. So my sister's already said no to a few chairs that they're really like funky, and she has some ideas about how I should. Trying to see if this is Leslie. So I'm trying to see how I'm going to be able to do it. So I'm just like, so if you have some furniture that is neutral and you want to like sell it to a cool medium who's looking to furnish an office with like simple, clean lines and some cool, nice, heavy duty, comfy, everybody could kind of just melt into the chair and do some relaxation, let me know. Okay. So I want to say that. That's what I want to start out with, which is pretty exciting. I just literally said today I was doing it. So this morning I walked there, met the gentleman who owns it, and he couldn't be nicer. And as soon as I met him, I was like, this is it. This is what I'm doing. I am going to do this. I'm going to do this. The second thing I want to put out there is I am, I'm kind of in that in-between phase right now where I still have a day job and I do this nights, weekends, tuck it in. Some days I don't because I don't have a full-time position, but so I am looking to supplement. I guess I'm saying that right. No, I'm not really saying that right. Let me just figure out what I'm trying to say and then we'll go from there. So I'm, yeah. Had to leave. Hang on. Is everything okay? Had to leave. Oh, you know what? Facebook is really weird. If you don't have the Facebook app, it sort of gets really upset with you. So, I mean, those are those things that happen. But yes, so I have an office. I will have it starting September 1st, outside of doing groups at Sal's or Earth Elements, or for the most part, I'm going to be changing so your group readings come to me. So it's pretty exciting. The next thing I want to say is I want to just talk about how that happened. I want to talk about how you manifest things that are happening in your life. You have to not pay attention to what's actually happening in your life. Unless it's something that you like already and it's really awesome and you dig it and you want to keep doing the same thing that you're doing. And, I don't know what that would be, but there are many things that you can be doing and you're like, this rocks. I dig it. It's awesome. I just am going to be grateful for it. That's how you keep that going. I'm grateful for it. I'm in the moment. I'm present. You keep working on your shadow side to get rid of it. Actually, you never really get rid of your shadow side. You integrate it into yourself. So think about it like this. Let's think about it in terms of Eminem. Eminem is Eminem. He's also Marshall Mathers, right? And then he's this other, I don't know who he is in D12 or was in D12, but somehow he's taken all these alter egos and combined them and integrated them. I want to suggest to you that you have the same thing going on. You just don't have it named them like Earl or Fred or whatever, your initials are, like RHH or RHH, Ronnie and Rose, or R&R, whatever. You haven't figured out your like alter ego name. But what you can do is you can work on yourself to appreciate, have gratitude, and enjoy where you're at right now. Now, let's say where you're at right now just sucks. You don't like it. You don't want to be here. I'm going to strongly urge you to every moment you can to try and find something to feel good about, something that you're happy about, something that you like, something that you're enjoying, something that you are really moving forward or passionate about for a couple minutes if you can. I know that there's some that say it's 30 seconds. There's some that say you have to hold on to this thought for 21 days. There's some that you have to be like, I'm saying, I want you to be a little bit gentler with yourself. How about this? Just kind of imagine this, that you throw away the rules of how you are supposed to be or what they said you could do. And you just find this way to become compassionate with yourself. Because when you find a way to become compassionate with yourself, when you find that moment where you're like, you know what? I'm okay right now. I have everything I need right now. I'm taken care of right now. I'm just, I'm in a good spot. I'm really digging where I'm at. I'm liking what I'm doing. Things are really good for me. Try and imagine that place. Even if it's like even if you're lying, I say, do the lie. They say things aren't working out right now. Don't focus on things not working out. Rather, focus on what is to come. This or something better. I 100% every day, 3, 4, 5 times, 6, maybe even 10 times a day, I will listen to Esther Hicks' Rampage. Everything is always working out for me. Everything is always working out for me. things are always working out for me. Everything is always working out for me. All things that I want and desire are working out for me. And since they all are, what else can work out for me? And you know what? I'm one lucky chick. So I'm going to tell you, everything I ever need has always been given to me. Ask my mom, she'll say yes. She will say yes. Everything I've ever needed, it somehow has come across. It's happened. It's worked. Something is like managed in the universe to open up and say, okay, yeah, this is what she needs right now, and this is what we're going to do. So now it's like, okay. Oh yeah, that's a good point too. Is okay, like I have worked so hard for this thing, but I want to kind of say a little something. Let's talk about this office. I mean, just my search for the office, not the show, although it's kind of funny because it started coming up when my daughter started watching The Office. Yeah, she loves that show. So see how much So I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying it's easy because there are many million things that have happened in my life that I could sit down and just give up on. But I know that I'm here for something much bigger. I know that you're here for something much bigger because you wouldn't be showing up here unless you were. And unless you were searching and seeking that experience of expansion within your existence. Ooh, that is really good. Unless you're here to have that experience and expansion of your existence. So, The Office, the show, my daughter, The Office comes on. She keeps wanting to watch The Office. So I'm like thinking in my head, I really need to get an office. I've moved out of the place where I'm at. I need to get this office thing going. I need to just try and, so I'm like, okay. So then I was like, got a hold of this person. Wouldn't matter. She was so lovely. It was lovely. And it was like 4 nights a week. I don't know. 4 nights a week, $500, right? Let's just say. She had a Berkey even. She had this thing that I would want to like share water with people that had been filtered and had like the lead and arsenic taken out. And it would just make me so happy to give somebody a glass of water. It makes me happy every time I do it. I have one at home. If you don't have one, I strongly suggest you look into it. Berkey, Berkey. Or maybe there's no EY, or maybe it's just KY, KEY, or KY. Okay. So I meet her. She's lovely. I think her name's Melissa. She's so sweet. She's a psychotherapist. Wonderful, right? I just couldn't bring myself to like do it. I couldn't do it. I kept like trying to think like, oh, I need an office. This is perfect. It's not too close to downtown, so people could walk, and there is an elevator, and she has a Berkey, and but I just couldn't bring myself to do it. Okay. So then I reach out to this other woman. And I make time in my day, and I go on Friday and I take a look at it. So I go Friday, take a look at it, right? So I go and I look at it. She is a Thai masseuse. Like, if you've never gotten a Thai massage, OMG, go get one of those. I mean, they're pretty intense, but they're worth it. So I go and I don't get a Thai massage, sorry. I was thinking I need to make an appointment with you. She's been in business for 14 years. She knows how to get the cricks out of the cricks. So the creeks out of the cricks, the cricks out of the creeks, something like that. So she tells me I can have the office Wednesday, Thursday, Friday nights, and Monday morning. And I thought, well, that's really not going to work for like $300. I get that and I'm like, how? And I can't even fathom how I take this big, huge schedule that is so looming in my head and squish everybody down to like 2 days. How do I do that? Sit in an office for 2 days, seeing one client after another client after another client. I couldn't figure it out. And I was like, that's it. I give up. So I go into People's Food Co-op, which it was on 4th Street. So I go into People's Food Co-op. Hopefully you know where that is. And if not, I would strongly suggest you check it out. They're pretty cool. So what ends up happening is I was supposed to meet up with a friend. Her name is Anne. She might even be watching at some point. I'm supposed to meet up with Anne. I'm going to help her move. She's moving to Milwaukee, and I'm going to help her move. So, and I totally forgot about it. And I'm sitting there and I'm eating lunch, and who walks in but Anne? Like, how amazing is that? We get to sit, and we had made these plans together. Not only did I forget, but she forgot. She wasn't even packing. She literally just walked in the door with her beautiful angel daughter, sat down, and we had lunch together. So even though I had totally lost my mind, totally couldn't figure it out, the universe plopped her right down in front, and me in front of her, so we got to actually spend time together before she moves. So it was like such a nice gift. And while hi Lindsay, and while we're sitting there, she's getting her food. I get on my handy dandy little handheld laptop of a phone, and which I want to honor. It's not really a phone. It's a computer. And I look for office space, just for fun. I find an office space that is 24 hours, 7 days a week access. You've heard me say that. I didn't know until today that it had a conference room so that I could do group readings. I will probably be the only one there at night because everybody else works during the day, and I'd be there at night. It's a nice, well-lit place, Mom, don't worry. And I can let people in. I can lock the door. So I could go there at any time. And because I totally was like, this isn't going to work, something else will happen. Look, I call, I make an appointment, and I get it. I go there this morning, and I said, this absolutely has to happen. It was more inexpensive than all the ones that they had already talked about. Plus, it was my own. I don't have to share it with anybody unless I choose to, right? So I would be more than willing to share it with somebody who was in the space who was like trying to become a therapist or a social worker and, whatever. Well, I would be more than willing to do that. Because why not? I know what it's like to try and get your start and have to keep fumbling. But here we are. I did it. I have an office. I will be there September 1st, as long as nothing else happens that is beautiful. So I just want to say that that's a pretty exciting thing that's happening. So that's happening. I was just at Sal's, and I have not made an appointment, another Sal's event for, I don't know, Wednesday. It would be Wednesday. Oh, it's not going to happen in August. So it's just not going to happen in August. I think it's going to have to happen in September. I will be, I thought I was going to be at Earth Elements, but I don't think I'm going to be at Earth Elements. I have to find out with them. I haven't really checked. So I don't know. I don't know if, James, if you're on here, but okay. So, all right. Let's have some fun. How about that? Let's get this party started. So my name is Janny, and I'm a medium. I don't know if you know that, but I am. So what it looks like is this. I receive signs, symbols, ideas, thoughts, visions, songs, words, colors, and guess what I get now? I get names. Names. I get names. So not 100%, but you know what? I don't have to. My mediumship works on connecting you to the soul and validating evidential things that only you would know that I would never know. Let me give an example of that. It just happened. Of course, it just happened, but I have to think about it for a second. Oh, I was, I did a group, today's Monday. I did a group yesterday, right? Or was it Saturday? Oh, it was Saturday. It was Saturday I did a group. So I did a group on Saturday. And the father came through and literally was saying to me, tell her I saw her. She was just looking through the family pictures. Tell her she was looking through pictures. And she was like, oh my God, because I didn't do them all together. They wanted to be done. Oh, that's so funny. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to put it to you guys. See what you guys think about what you guys think about that. I just got a message from a friend who told me that the zebra print chair I was looking at seemed appropriate. My sister is telling me that it is the most inappropriate thing and actually sending me vomiting emojis. So which I think it's a great chair, but my sister does not agree with me. Totally off the subject, obviously. So they wanted to be broken up. That's how they were comfortable. That was their comfort zone. I don't care. I know that I know that when I sit down in front of you and messages are supposed to come through, they will 100% come through. I trust it. I've been through like the ringer on this. My sister is younger, but she might act a little older. Don't tell her I said that, Nona, or Mom, or Ronnie. See, now I got totally now I totally went off. The older you get, the more animal print you need. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. So I'm downstairs talking to her one-on-one. We're having, a mano a mano. We're having this little conversation back and forth. And then, well, it's never back and forth. It's like spirit to me to you, and you're talking to spirit, and spirit's talking back to me. And we're like having this whole conversation, right? It's an amazing, beautiful thing. It's just gorgeous. I mean, I get to see it from this side. It's just gorgeous how spirit shows up for you every time. So she begins to tell me, or her father begins to tell me that she was going through pictures, photos, and he was right there. Turned out she was just upstairs going through photos right before she came down, talking about the photos, yakking about the photos of her friends who weren't seeing me. And then it was perfect. She got the message she needed. She got the validation she needed, because there's absolutely no way that I would know. Now, why do I trust spirit so much? I trust spirit so much that I trust them before I trust the alive person in front of me. That's how much I trust spirit. Like, it's that serious. We are that like that's where I want you to be. That's what I mean. I get on here and I talk about all this stuff. And the reason I talk about it is because you could do this too. People have all different kinds of talents, and why not explore it? Usually if you're seeing me, I'm like a springboard to help you find your way into yourself. It is so bitchin' cool, just cool. And spirit is it's just like in the knowledge, infinitely wise, infinitely knowledge, knows everything, omnipotent, omnipotent, I'm the everything, omni. So maybe, I'm just like going out on a limb here, maybe it's okay to trust that things are the way they are supposed to be happening. I know. Sometimes it just doesn't sit well when you hear that. And sometimes it doesn't sit well when I say it. But there is something much bigger happening. So I want to offer that, hey, put down my shoe, baby. Come on now. My dog is eating my shoe. That's not normal behavior. So I want to offer that you could trust spirit as much. I mean, you should give it a try. Because if you're trusting spirit, that means you're going internal. And if you're going internal, then you're really having this, then you're really having a, hey, no socks. Riley, sit. Lay down. Good boy. I think he needs to go for a walk. Okay, so really infinite knowledge, totally and totally caring and in love with you. So just try and trust it. Just give it a whirl. And one of the ways I'd love for you to give it a whirl is, why don't you give it a try? Write down things that you get. Write down your dreams. Write down your premonitions. Write down things that are happening. My feet are getting tired of standing. Isn't that crazy? And then go back and read it in a little bit and see what happens. Does it make sense? Did you come up with something that actually looked like it happened? Did you have a premonition? You will never know unless you try. Okay, so I keep hearing the name Michael. So what I want to tell you, this is kind of funny. So I went and did a Thomas John mediumship. I can't remember the name of it. it was an amazing course. It was a 5-day course. It was Kripalu. If you ever get a chance to go to Kripalu, I would strongly urge you to do that. It's like a yoga, health, amazing place to connect with amazing women and a couple of men. So it's just a few of them, not a lot of them for sure. It's kind of like my groups. There's a ton of women, but maybe 1 or 2 men. But so when I got there, there was this wonderful woman. Her name was Melanie, or her name is Melanie, not was. She is, and of course Lindsay. Melanie kind of mommed me the whole week. It was so wonderful. She like took care of all these needs. She cared about me. She loves me. I mean, and I felt it. I had like the best 5 days I can remember. But one of the things that happened, somebody had a little angry face on there. Lindsay, that's not you, is it? Better not be. I just saw an angry face. Okay. Sorry if you're angry. But it's okay. It's all right to have your emotions. It's so important. So what ends up happening is, I've been hung up for so long on names. So long. So, I mean, I beat my head against the wall about names. So we had to do all these connecting with spirit in many different ways. And so he said, now it was like time for volunteers to get up, and you were taking he had cut off all these pieces of paper into little bits. And I pulled one because I got up to do a group reading to connect with whatever way I that the little piece of paper said, right? So I was like super nervous. One, because I'm like doing my thing right next to Thomas John. Like, dude, do you know how intimidating that is? It's a lot. So anyway, I get up there, and it was kind of funny because one thing that Spirit did is they had a message for Thomas, but I didn't give it because I just couldn't. I don't know. I got really, but they kind of shut him off. Like I couldn't even feel him or see him when I get started. But so I pull this little big piece of paper out, right? And learning it's not how long the time is. It's if you're open enough to get the message. So as I pull that little piece of paper, what comes out on the piece of paper is I have to connect with the date of somebody's death, which is infinitely harder than a name, which all of a sudden in one fell swoop, like it was like my guides came through and was like, I'm giving this to you because you think names are so hard and you need to get like out of that and past that. And since I've gotten past that, I open with names. I do groups and I get names. I'm like, I just am trusting Spirit more and more and more. I know and anyway, so it was pretty cool. So, and you nailed it. Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, Lindsay, that was fun, wasn't it? So that was a good time. Yeah, Lindsay was there. She's going, you have Lindsay Morlock right there. If you see her on Facebook, friend her, follow her, find out what she's doing. She's going to be doing great things. And I'll tell you what, Lindsay, when I'm hitting the road and I go touring, you're coming with me. Okay? Because I want everybody who is a medium and wants to do this, I want to give you a platform. I want to help you out. I want to get you to where you want to be. And part of that is me getting where I want to be. So it's all going to work out, right? So, okay. So I have a Michael here. He feels like he's I feel like a brother energy. I also am feeling a mother coming forward. Now, one of the things that happened a few, I don't know how many readings ago it was, but I was woken up by an elderly woman who walked out of my room in the middle of the night. Now, Spirit normally doesn't do that for me. Usually, well, I bet they might wake me up, but I'd never see them like that. Her, I saw as if she was just right in front of me walking out of my room. And she just kind of made sure that, I wish I was down. So I'm like, she's looking down at me. She looked down at me and then walked out. And I was so relaxed. And she was such a loving spirit. So I guess I want to, she's reminding me of the name. I don't think it's the right name, but I'm hearing something along the lines of Phyllis or Franny. I mean, this is the older name, and she's been gone for a while. She's a grandmother, but I don't feel like she got to see many of her grandchildren is what she's showing me. She's making me feel like she was in the Western, actually, she does make me feel as if she's showing me mountains, so in the Western mountainous areas. So I don't know if, so one of the things I want to make sure comes through as, so one of the things I want to make sure that happens is that we talk about what spirit always has some kind of message, right? So in this message that I'm receiving from her, Phyllis, she's showing me something old. And one of the things that she's showing me is she had a drinking problem. So when I see this, I see like a lot of, so when I see like people so I just like to give my process because I think it helps. Either I'll see them kind of like, I'll feel all of a sudden woozy and sick to my stomach, or I will feel kind of like a dark cloud that kind of comes over me. So there's I'm sorry, there's saying I'm sorry that I was like that in life, but she's showing me white doves, which I did steal that from Thomas because it makes sense to me. Like I say, if I'm stealing, come on, it's a sign. So if I see a sign and symbol and I hear it and it makes sense and it seems like something I can integrate easily into my reading sessions, then I'll just be like, mine. So he said, I see these white doves that are going, right? Which means they may not have been at peace in life, but they're at peace now. So I want to offer that. She's also talking about her hair. So I don't know if she was starting to lose her hair a lot or if it was always like had to be done, because she's really particular about like how her hair was. So I just want to offer that. I feel it's also talking about lung cancer or cancer of the body. Somebody has that's alive. So I just want to, that's within that family. So I just want to talk about that for a moment. I don't necessarily feel like everybody's doing as well as they possibly could around this. So I'm going to urge, because it just feels like there's some things that maybe need to be forgiven there. So I just want to offer that you have time still to do that. So, but don't waste. Time is not time. Time runs out. So, okay. So I wanted to say that. I also want to say, what do I want to say? I want to say, do you guys think these go too long? That's what I want to know. And I know there's this delay and I won't know about it. Oh, you guys would let me talk forever, right? And it would just be like, well, we don't have to go see Janny. We see her on Mediumship Monday. It doesn't matter to me. I guess when I see this, Michael, it comes, obviously, yeah, we'll let you go forever. So when I see this, funny, you guys are funny. You're funny. No, it's never too long. We'll just, yeah. Right? Okay, so I do have to talk about this Michael. This actual Michael feels like a contemporary or somebody the same age. As I'm asking him to come forward, he's super energetic. There's like a pep in his step, but he's showing me a pep in his step, and behind it, you didn't really. I think that there may not have known this kind of depression he was going through. There feels like there's two faces to him, two parts of being. I hope that makes sense. Coming forward to hey boo boo. Coming forward to okay, so this is coming forward, and I honestly say that was that Michelle? Kathy, one of the things I'm actually hearing from you, and I don't know for you, that, and picking up on it psychically, but and I'm hearing this in the other side as well as Chan, that there are things going on right now that are really challenging for you. And what I actually need to kind of get across to you is that it's not time to give up. So you can't give up. Like they're just wanting you never ever to give up. They're kind of like boosting you up with confidence and trying to push that forward for you. Did you see that? Okay. And did anybody notice that I didn't even do Mediumship Monday last week? I was so sad that I didn't have any of my kids. It's been day 2 and nobody, nope, not at all. I like how you guys think. I didn't even do Mediumship Monday last night. Nobody got a hold of me and said, what's going on, Janny? Next time, let me know. I mean, I will always tell you if I'm not going to do it because, I mean, usually it's planned. But I think last weekend was my last day of eating sugar. So today is, I think, like, whatever, day, 7? No sugar. Okay. So next time, reach out to me and be like, hey, Chica, thumbs up. What's going on? Aren't you supposed to be doing Mediumship Monday? I'll be like, oh my God, I totally forgot about it. Thank you so much. Totally not. I've been doing this for almost 2 years. It's pretty rare that I don't ever forget, actually. That was the first time I ever forgot. So I just want to leave you with that. I am going to, again, if you have any furniture you wanted to, donate to the cause, let me know. Neat, clean, nice, comfy. That's 1. 2, you're going to have to come to my office. I might have an open house. No, snap. 3, I'm going to put signage on the window that goes outside. Janny, spiritual medium. Do you think I should say that? Should it be spiritual medium, psychic medium, or just Janny? I'm practicing Prince, right? Just Janny. So, and I will have my, I will have what? I will have my aura spray there, my full moon, new moon spray, my full moon, new moon candles, which are healing candles, which I'm super excited about. And, it's the week. If you got time, I got to go to the post office some point and send them something. See light, be light. And, let me just do this. You can find me on their intranet. I don't know if you know that or not. JannyCook.com. I mean, maybe I'm just going to switch it to just Janny. You think it should be spiritual medium? Show your greatness. I love that. So I am open to suggestions. If it just be Janny, spiritual medium, or Janny, taking over the world, or Janny, healing one soul at a time, or if I just should see light, be light with my own office, springboarding it. I was going to swear there, but that's just, if you were in person and we were hanging out, I probably would have. But since you're over the internet and it's taped and recorded and all that stuff, have a wonderful night. See light, be light. And I'll talk to you later. Ciao, ciao. Bye. Oh, and make an appointment. Come on now. Don't be shy. Bye. Thank you, YouTube. You guys rock. Totally. And hugs to you, Nona. I thought I would see you at Sal's, Nona. Zara, I'm sending you love and light. I want to suggest everybody that's still left on this this stream on the use of the tubes that Google is like, never mind. Let's not even talk about Google and tracking and all that kind of stuff. Let's talk about this. If you are still listening and you are hanging on, you need to be thinking about what you're thinking about. I increase my vibration and frequency to the highest available to me now. Play with it. I increase the vibration and frequency of my office, my house, my bedroom, my bed, my bathroom, my dog, my kid, my everything, my car, the people around me. Happiness, happiness, happiness comes from when you look at happiness, happiness, happiness. See light, breathe light. Have a good night. Bye.